All right, Bartha Yahweh, Bartha Shai, Kala Yahweh, Bartha Shai, Bartha Kakadash, Devon to the other pastor, great wills and will, their citation, I ask to put to my truth, and cause the four corners of the earth to the freedom power of Yahweh, Bartha Shai, the hope will let, who the word early called God, named Yahweh, the word early called Jesus Christ, named Yahweh Shai, the Hebrew Israelite, the consistent of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians, and those in line descended, the back 12 tribe of Israel. This is gathering amongst the nations across the four corners of the earth. It is my heart call for the great Muslim Los Angeles camp of the Inland Empire regions, back in the elections, and Abominable will really be edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Yahweh Kakadash, which is the Holy Spirit. And we're going to Tel-Aviv, all right, because Israel, Tel-Aviv is one of the cities that can hit, all right. And it's also known at Pink Cities as well, all right. The biggest, most happiest people parade in the world, all right. To further prove that they're not the people, all right. In Atlanta, Israel, doing that, all right. And the Israelite be back in the land. They supposed to have the law and the image part and not ever go off again. So how can they be the people when they're committing more? All right, when that's totally against scripture, it's an abomination. All right. Tel Aviv means spring hill or spring mountain in Hebrew, symbolizing a blend of ancient history and modern renewal. The book name is derived from the book Ezekiel. All right. It was chosen in 1910 to represent a new beginning for Jewish life. All right. Combining Tel, archaeological mound or ruin, and Aviv springtime. All right. So basically, out of the ruin, they made new. Okay, because spring could be symbolizes refreshing, renewal. All right. Said meaning and origin detail. Literally reference the name is taken from Ezekiel 3:15, when a prophet meet an exiled Jew. It was adopted to reflect the city role as the first modern Jewish city. All right. You get that. Ezekiel, I think I need to look it up. Yeah, Ezekiel. All right. Yeah. And then I came to them of the captivity at Tel Aviv that dwelt by the city of Chabar, and I sat where they sat, and remained there as astonished among them 7 days. All right. And then on T, then I came to the colony of Judean exile in Tel Aviv, beside the Kabar River. I was overwhelmed and sat among them for 7 days. Now you look this up. All right, this was an original city in Israel. All right. Tel Aviv. All right. The Hebrew way of saying it is tall. You got Ta, T-H-A, and then La, L-A, Ta, Abayab. All right, Abayaba, Abayab. All right, Tal, Abya. All right. These Mound of the Blood, Tel Aviv, Mound of the Blood, a city in Babylon. See? So this was in Babylon. This wasn't in Israel. All right. It show you that Esau, Edom, all they do is take on ancient heritage and customs. All right. Just like America is also known as Babylon the Great. All right. And Babylon is what? Confusion. All right. The Hebrew word Babal. They're the home of the prophet Ezekiel, located on the river Kabar, which was probably a branch of the Euphrates. All right. Then a mound of green growth. Tel Aviv, a place in Chaldea. All right. I'm going to the chat GPT. I haven't done this yet. But Jersey how I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a quick video. Let's go there. Oh, yeah. A river. This is in Babylon. Right there. Area of Jewish settlement. Right. It's not Jewish, it's Israelite. Right. It's on Chabar River. Right. Right there. Okay. Historical context. The Babylonian captivity. Tel-Aviv was a settlement of Israelites deported during the Babylonian exile under Nebuchadnezzar II. This happened after the fall of Judah within the southern kingdom, tied to events like the Babylonian captivity around 597 to 586 BC. Located by the river Chabar, Tel Aviv was located near the river Chabar, believed to be a canal in ancient Mesopotamia, modern Iraq, right, which was Babylon was located. All right, it was not a major city, but more likely a settlement, a colony of exiles. Okay, meaning of the name, Tel-Aviv hill off the ruin of an old city, a big spring or fresh green again grain. All right, so Tel Aviv likely means hill of fresh growth or mount of spring. This is powerful symbolically. The Israelites were in captivity judgment, yet the name hint at renewal and future restoration. All right, at that time. Now, the Mohammedans took it upon themselves and flipped it. Okay, they thought they were gonna renew. All right, but their rule should come to an end. Okay. Okay, not the same as modern Tel Aviv. Don't confuse Tel Aviv with Tel Aviv. Although the modern city name was inspired by the biblical term, they are not the same place geographically, and that's correct. Okay, so this is a little history on that. So let's go back to this. Symbolism, it represents the rebirth of Jewish life, right? Because remember, they took the land, right, to the Balfour Declaration, or before it was the Balfour Declaration, man. Okay, 1917. All right. All right, 1948. So they started. Remember, they started having small settlements in Israel. All right. I remember that. There's a video.
You mentioned that Israel started with the Balfour Declaration, which gave them the right to the land, but it was given to them by the UK, which also didn't have a right to that land. They were illegally occupying it, and then they gave it. So, what was in it? Why? Can you tell me the history? Why did the UK want to give the Balfour Declaration to the Zionists?
Well, the Balfour Declaration is a very short letter that was written by Lord Balfour, who was the foreign minister of the United Kingdom, to a Jewish millionaire by the name of Rothschild. And in this short letter, he says that the United Kingdom views favorably the establishment of a Jewish homeland in Palestine, and that this should not infringe upon the rights of the non-Jews. Now, there were very few Jewish people in Palestine at the time, and there was a vast majority of Muslims and some Christians. To refer to the Palestinians as the non-Jews, I mean, you understand what they're already saying there? The Jews are somehow priority. So basically what I said earlier, you have one white supremacist giving another white supremacist a land that belongs to other people completely. They have no right to whatsoever. Neither one of them has any connection or any right to Palestine. Why they did it, is a long story, and I don't know if we want to get into that. But that is what the Balfour Declaration is, and that gave the kind of the impetus to say, well, the British support it, and so now we're going to go and it's going to be, and of course it was the beginning of the British support for the Zionist colonization of Palestine, without any question.
So what was in it for the UK to do that? I mean, what did they get out of ceding that land to the Zionists?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, Balfour was a rabid anti-Semite, and so I guess one advantage was to get rid of the Jews. Another advantage is to have a European colony in the region, in Western Asia, in Palestine. And they really believed that, the phrase, a land without a people. They knew that there were people there. Everybody knew. I mean, they did commerce with Palestine. They visited Palestine. Palestine was a thriving country. But these people were not people that counted because they were not white. And so it's racism, it's settler colonialism. I mean, we can ask why there's settler colonialism anywhere. Why does one side support the other? These are questions for long, books have been written about this. But I think
I found it, and you'll see it. All right, moving on. Sorry about Tel-Aviv. Okay, now back to here. Okay. I'll get to the point. You see how they try to sidestep it. Tel-Aviv is not generally known as Pink City. The title most famously belongs to Jaipur, India, which was painted pink in 1876 to welcome the Prince of Real. However, Tel-Aviv is occasionally referred to as the Pink City, in particular contact related to its LGBTQ plus community and tourism industry. All right, and we know that tourism industry have to do with rainbow activity. Why Tel-Aviv is sometimes called pink, it's rainbow capital of the Middle East of the world, pretty much. Since the early 2000s, tourism officials and media have used the term the Pink City to promote Tel Aviv as a premier destination for rainbow travelers. All right, but it's the land of Israel. All right, promoting abominable activity. All right. So back to the scriptures. That's the law. We're not supposed to do that. All right, Leviticus 20-13. They don't got to speak in code. A man also lie with mankind, and he lied with a woman, all right, man on man. Both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. See?
Dad, what time are you going to come back in the evening?
Don't worry about it.
What?
I'll tell you later. Okay? So, another reason why that place got to be destroyed. All right? Second Peter 2. And turning the city of Sodom and Gomorrah is to ash and condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after shall live in Galilee. And what were they doing? Bringing captivity. So the Lord had to do away with that, and that was an example. You were to do stuff like this, you could be destroyed too. And guess what? Israel and America will be destroyed by fire as well. All right, not just for the abomination, but upon many things on the list of wickedness they have done. All right. Okay. All right, do this. Psalm 50 and 17. But unto the wicked, right, Edomite, so-called white people, and you, small-header or Edomite, and you're the wicked. What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? All right, because you claim that you the children of God. All right, you claim you're the chosen people. All right. But you don't take heed and follow the law, statutes, commandments in the Bible. Thee thou hated instruction and casteth my word behind thee. You cast the word behind you. All right, you basically said the hell with the law, because if that's the case, there would be no pink ditty, and you damn sure ain't the people. All right, like the video I did last night. Ain't nobody flowing onto the land of Israel today to follow the law. All right. Another lie. All right. Jump down to 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, bad thing, and thy tongue frameth deceit. All right. Full of lies. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, which is us. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. All right. Because your mother, all right, other son is who? Isaiah. Jacob, the lucky, when he changed to Israel. So that you have went against your brother. But all in all, it's about Tel-Aviv, known as Pink City, all right, for the abomination, all right, in order to destroy it. Okay? So that's